I know. Life is so hard. Isn't it? It's so hard. I'm back. Hi, everybody. I'm just getting settled up here. Hello. Okay. Is that better? Whew. So good day, everybody. It's Saturday. Another week has passed since our last live. And I don't know if you watched the last live feed that we had, but you can most certainly see the difference and the growth of these little individuals that's happened this week. So I'm really happy to say that everybody is doing great. Hello. Oh, this fine little one was officially named today. Yes, Yellow Mellow, you still have a nickname. You do. You charging at me? Would you like this toy? There we go. Yes, I figured you would like that toy. So much. Yes. Hi. Okay. Well, oops. Everybody just got up from a nap. I had them outside for about 10 to 15 minutes just to see if they would do their potty. Did you? I didn't witness you doing it, but almost everyone else did their pee that I saw. Yeah. Because I didn't really want to be trapped in here with them peeing and whatnot around me. And I didn't want you to have to watch that either, really. You're welcome. You're welcome. There we go. They're so nice and quiet right now. Green is over there going crazy on the toy. I wish you could see it because it's adorable. So last week we began with talking about Labradors. We talked about the reason I do this. Yes. We talked about the progression of growth, where they were, where they are. We spoke about clipping nails. And, well, it actually went organically into other directions based on some of my viewers. And we also spoke about gardening and all those sort of things as well. But this week I would like to touch base with everyone again and just show you where they are right now in the grand scheme of things of growth and whatnot. So it is week 4, and as I had predicted last week, they are teething at this stage. So they're starting to get a little bit prickly. They're more interested in exercising their gums a lot more than normal. Green right here is lovingly chewing on my thumb. Luckily, it doesn't hurt that much yet. Next week, my dear, I will not be able to let you do that. I just won't. You're going to have to use this, the toy. Yes. So I will be looking over at my phone, so I apologize in advance. This is the only way I can really actually read whether or not you guys are messaging. So if I do look away from the camera, I apologize. Or if I steer off and it looks like I'm just cruising social media and chilling out, not the case. I just want to stay engaged with what you're asking me as well. So if I look over in this direction, it's because I'm checking to see if you're talking to me, right? Yeah. So oh my goodness. So this is Joe, Mr. Orange Collar, Mr. Green, top candidate for sure. He's such a sweetheart. He's so outgoing. Come on. I'm going to actually want to advertise every single one of these guys because they're all amazing to me, to be honest. I think I just got a comment online. Hello. Hi, Bruce from England. And, oh, hey, Dave. Actually, you know what, David? They are getting really big. David said on the messaging forum just now, they're getting, oh, yes, they are getting to be a handful. Oh, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. But look at this guy. Green collar, I bet, just based on the face. Yeah. He is such an observer and a sweetheart. It's fantastic. David, I'm actually happy you're here because I hear that you were here the other day delivering a package and you got to see these guys. Now, I truly wish that I had been here because I have toys for Sky here. And I have been scouring through my text messages to see if I can find us speaking and you giving me your address so that I could drop it off, but I cannot find that to save my life. So please, if you can, just reach out to me, give me your address, or you know what, text me when you're on your way with the package. If I'm home, I would love to bring you back inside to see Sky's brothers and sisters, as well as to give you Sky's presents. Well, purple collar and orange collar are the two biggest boys of the litter, and those were the two that were just rinsing and making that noise just now. Just now. Does anybody here have any questions? I don't know if that was a question or not. I don't speak puppy. Sorry, Orange. I don't do that. I try. I'm pretty good at reading faces, but I don't know your language. I really don't. Okay, so today I actually am working on a video. It should be posting, once I get off this live, actually, I'll be posting a new video. And the new video covers weaning the puppies from Ellen. The importance of giving them their own individual dishes when they're growing and the advantages of doing that, as well as a surprise pop-in from Sammy and the crew. After the puppies have been eating their food, Sammy and them take it upon themselves to be the cleanup crew, is what I call them, and they vacuum up anything that the puppies have left behind. So that is going to be out later on. It's a fun one to watch, and I hope you watch it, and I hope that you learn a little bit from that video too, because I do explain the reasons why you should wean them at that stage. I also explain why you should use individual bowls as well as using stainless steel bowls and the benefits of it. So I hope that after this live, you're able to tune in as well and see them eating their first meals in individual bowls. You see these guys right here? So adorable. Now they're adorable. Anyways. So getting into, I'm glad that this is not like the last live, huh? You guys were screaming up a storm at the very beginning of my last live, but now you seem pretty calm. Hey, you're just playing? You're playing? Hi, handsome. Mr. Green again, coming to get touches and loves. Yeah, baby. You're so sweet. So yeah. Let's start it off. I know that we have a few people on the channel, and I've been talking for about 10 to 15 minutes now, I think. But let me just say a little bit about myself for those of you out there that aren't familiar with Kearney Labradors. My name is Holly, and this is my passion. It is not my full-time job. I have a different job. However, this is something that I feel very passionately about, and it honestly, it fills my heart doing it. The reason it fills my heart is because this all started with a dog named Cooper, and about 17 years ago, I bred Cooper. He was the canine love of my life, and it was the main purpose of it was to have a piece of Cooper after they naturally pass, of course, right? And as a result, I had Gus. I kept one of the puppies from when I bred Cooper. His name is Gus. And Gus is in this house somewhere, probably lounging around in a closet somewhere, sleeping. But he is the father of these puppies, which makes these puppies the grandchildren of the canine love of my life, Cooper. It brings me great joy to share these little creatures with you. They really are sweet. They come from a very good temperament, a really good bloodline. I've been very diligent and careful on how I've performed each litter. And I guess Blue has something to say to Macy right now. Hey, Yeah. Your name is Murphy. So I had two people here I had Andrew and Jolene here today. And Jolene fell in love with light blue here. His name is going to be Murphy. He came up to her wagging his tail and just was so interactive with her. She had a choice between him and dark blue, and just based on the interaction she got with Murphy, she chose him. So that's exciting news. I'm really excited for Jolene as well. Looks like Blue just found a little loophole here in the fencing that I put up. That's okay. He's not doing anything. Nothing bad anyways. So getting back to the reason, these are the grandchildren of one of the canine loves of my life, and he was an amazing animal. The female that I bred Cooper with, Katie, was a pet of mine as well, and she was also a big sweetheart. So it has certainly carried through to their son, Gus. I have their older sister, Betty, as well, and Betty is just a doll. I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. She's a big, beefy, chunky monkey black lab, and I love her. I love her for it. And again, for those of you who just tuned in, if you see me looking over at my phone, I apologize. This is the only way I can actually read your comments and whatnot. If you have any questions, please shoot them in here. I love the interaction. I love the conversation. Even if it's not specifically about these puppies in particular, if you just want to shout out and say hello and tell me what the weather's like outside or what you plan on doing this weekend, I'm game for all of that. One tip about me is I'm from Newfoundland, and we tend to have Newfoundlanders the gift for gab. And I'm definitely an example of that. So I can talk. So put out your messages, your queries, concerns, and your questions. I would love to hear from all of you. I know that last week, Kevin is the fur baby daddy of AJ, which is Betty's brother, and he was disappointed he wasn't here on the live last week, and unfortunately, he's also occupied this week. But Kevin, I the only thing I can say to you is that you immediately after the live, this is loaded on YouTube, and you can watch it, rewind it, and pick what it is that you want to watch and what you don't want to watch. It's the benefit of going live. The individuals that own these puppies, they're able to touch base and see the progress of their little ones. I can give exclusive cameos to anyone if they wanted to see a particular puppy, or even if they wanted to see all the puppies. I'm fine with that too. And that is why we are here. I'm actually pretty happy that they fell asleep so quickly. But then I have to fill in the time with my gap. But again, as I said, I'm from Newfoundland, so I got that covered. I have that covered, definitely. So, I don't know. Let's talk about the fact that today I woke up. All right. Well, obviously, I think we all woke up today, didn't we? Those who are watching anyways. There's some people who haven't, I'm sure. So at week 4, I concentrate on acclimating them to eating puppy food. I concentrate on getting them to pee and poo or go potty, in a specific area in their pen. And I'll speak of that actually because I've learned a lot over the years how to keep the kennel clean, even though they're not house trained, right? It's a task and a half in itself. I don't like it when they have when they've done something in the middle of their area. As you can tell, they roll around, they stretch, they do everything, and I try to keep it as clean as possible. And I mean, they're innocent little creatures; they don't know the difference, and they certainly don't have the knowledge set yet to go outside. So what I've done is I have everything sectioned off in their pen. One side of it is their bedding, one part of it is their freshwater fountain, and the opposite side of that is a potty area, I suppose, is what we could call it. It's a grate that I placed on top of a pad like this with reinforced pads underneath it. And with the premise of this crate, anyways, is that they go to it when they go to do their potty, it falls down, and that way when they're walking away and they're playing and or whatever, they're not stepping in their own deposits, and they're not dragging it all over the remainder of their environment. So that's been going really well. I put it in the pen, I think 3 days ago, and every time that I take them and I put them back into the pen, I don't actually lay them down on this. I lay them down on the grate. That way they get used to feeling that different texture under their paws, and it doesn't scare them. But also, if they have one last minute pee or poop to do before they go over into their bedding area and play or go to sleep, that they have that opportunity to do that. So I woke up this morning and I was very pleased to see that they have caught on to this very quickly. I woke up this morning and in their pen there were, not to be gross, but there were 4 poops, and 3 of them were actually on this in the potty area. So I think they're catching on. I'll keep you guys up to date on the progress of how they're doing with that. It's the very, very beginning of teaching them puppy pad training, knowing that there is a specific place that you do need to go. I think the earlier you try to teach a puppy this, the better. I was just speaking with Jolene today about my routine. And a lot of people say, it's like, wow, that's a lot of puppies. How do you do it? I have a system. I'm going to look over at the thing because I noticed that there's another person who came in. Hi, Jacob. Yes, actually, Jacob, I know this is a silly question to ask, but would you like me to give you a close-up of your beautiful dark blue collared gorgeous puppy? Jason says, we can't wait to meet dark blue. So you know what, Jason, just for you, hold on. I am going to bring your baby up to the screen. Yeah, I'm waking you up, aren't I? Come here, sweet boy. Oh, yes. Come here, sweet boy. Okay. Yeah, I know you're looking at me. I'm not sure. There we go. Oh, let me hold your bum. There we go. Stability. Hi. Say hello. This is your little man. That's your little man, yes? Guess who this is on the camera? Yeah, it's your new mommy and daddy. Yep. You're going to meet them. Yes, it's a true story. Cute boy. He's pretty sleepy right now. But you know what? He's one of the first ones to respond to my voice. So, we'll see how that goes. Hey, baby? I know. And I've got red actually passed out on my wrist right now, weighing it down. So I know, baby. Can you put it? There we go. Hi. This is a little man. Hey. This is your little man. Such a cutie. Oh, Jacob was just replying in the messages. Yes, we would love to see him. Here it is. I apologize if the gosh, I can't speak today. It's weird. It's rare. Take advantage of it because I'm a talker. I made the mistake of having my laptop turning away from me, so I can't actually see if you're in frame or not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this guy down. I'm going to very quickly, now that I know you're here, I'm actually going to put him back here so you can continue seeing him. He might walk away on you, but I'm going to go change the orientation of my laptop right now so that I can see the puppies being in frame or not. Kind of trapped myself, so I'm going to have to walk past the camera. Sorry, guys. you staring at me over there? Oh, big yawns. Big yawns, little man. Okay, I can actually see the camera now, so. Oh, I'm glad that you do. Jacob said, so sweet, we love him. So this brings me great joy. You have zero idea, like it really, really does. Let me see, who do we have here? We have Macy. She's little Miss Pink. Little Mr. Purple's bum is right here. He is still available for adoption, which is great. I think there is someone in Newfoundland that is interested in yellow collar, little Mr. Yellow Mellow. I have red. He's kind of just out of the frame. I'm going to very carefully see if I can move red. Yes, I'm sorry. Here. I made red mad. Yeah, you passed it. You got over it. This is good. Yes. Well, here they are, everybody. Here they are. Jacob, I'm actually pretty elated that you contacted me, and this was such a, pardon me, such a good experience for you guys. I truly, honestly, when you said that, I was taken aback by it. I do the best that I can to make sure that everybody is connected as much as possible with the puppies. I think that you being connected with the early growth of your fur babies connects you even more, and it gives you that sense of that deeper sense of love when you come to pick them up, because the anticipation has been there longer, right? But as I was saying to Jolene, who was here today to visit Murphy, it's hard on me too when, like, I think that's the worst part of doing this type of job is the day that they go, you know? And I'm always tempted to keep one of every litter. Like, I don't know if I'm going to continue being that person. I don't think I am, but yeah, it's really difficult. You know, you go 8 weeks of nurturing them, watching them grow, seeing them bloom into these individual personalities, and then they go out into the big world with their new families, and all you can wish is that they'll thrive, right? That they'll be happy and taken care of. I will have to say that I have zero doubts on any of the families that have come and gotten a puppy from here. I love when they touch base and interact afterwards. I think it's really amazing. So I'm actually able to see the messages a little bit from that side. My eyes aren't as old as I thought they were. So Jacob, I can't kid myself. I'm old. I have old eyes. Jacob says, we're thinking of the name Jax. Ooh, or Jackson. Would love my opinion. Well, honestly, I find that really interesting because the twin from the last litter and same color, blue, his name is Ajax. So Jax or Jackson, I personally, I'm gravitating more towards Jackson. But it's your call 100%. But if I had, because you know that you're naturally going to be calling, if you call him Jackson, that's when he's in trouble, and you can call him Jax for short, right? Just call him Jax, and then when he's in trouble, Jackson, get your bum over here. Why did you do what you did? Right? I think that's a very cute name. Like super cute name. Also, if you do decide on a name, if this is the name that you want to give him, oh, great. And I will use it immediately. Like, I don't know if you can tell, the names that have been assigned already have been rewritten on the board. So orange color is Joey. And I think we talked about that last week. Murphy was assigned his name today. That is light blue. And we have another M down here, Little Miss Pink, Macy. So it'd be interesting to see how many more names actually end up starting with the letter M, right? But Purple is available currently right now. His name is Leroy. I originally went with the letters of Labrador because there's 8 puppies, 8 letters in Labrador. So that's what we went with. So Mr. Orange, who is flicking over here, this little red, beautiful old man, his name is Leroy. Ryder is was the name of Jackson, if this is where you're going with it. Or Jackson. Yeah, it's a good name. Originally was Ryder, but if you want me to erase that and put Jackson down later on, I will 100% do that, and I will continuously use his name while he remains here over the next 4 weeks. Some people who came today had some really, really great questions. One of the questions was, when are they available to go home? If all goes well and their shots and everything are all good to go, I have their shots scheduled for the 13th. I do have to confirm that with the vet because they kind of messed up my appointments last time, so I just want to double confirm that. It's written down for September the 13th. They hit their 8-week mark on the 18th. So anytime after the 18th is when I would be more than happy to be here and hand over these beautiful babies. And worry not, like Jacob, I'm aware that you guys have an event and that you'll come after the 18th. That's fine. It doesn't have to be exactly on the 18th. If anyone here has anything going on that weekend that they can't get away from, that's fine. As I said earlier, you're just giving me an extra couple of days to be loved by them. So I have no issues with this. But yes, they are available to their forever homes on the 18th of September. Yeah, at that point in Newfoundland, actually. So if everything goes well, I will be sending hopefully Yellow Mellow, the one that's on her, but I keep saying her, I don't know why. On his back, flicking his little feet into Purple's head. Purple doesn't like it. These are the sounds that you're hearing right now. Yeah, so I'll stop doing that. I'll stop doing that. But yeah, isn't this great? They're all passed out. And if anybody here wants to see any of the puppies, please let me know. I'll bring them up. I can actually see the screen now. So that's great. This is great. Okay, you know what? It is decided, everyone. Jacob has said, we'd love if you started calling him Jax. Done. I will make sure that is edited on the board and that I consistently use this for him. So there you go, little man. Little man. Your name is Jax. Your name is Jax. That little coo that you heard, that was him. That was him. Cute little man. I was filming Ellen when she was giving birth. And when Jax was born, I was taken aback. I think he was number 3 that came out. I'll have to confirm that. But he was one of the first puppies to come out. And the one thing that took me by him, not only his color, because he's beautiful. Hold on, little man. Let's see if you still have it. You do. Okie doke. That one of his ears, okay, because he's a lighter pigment dog. What? I don't have any milk for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Are you going to cross your feet? Okay. Sorry. Sidebar. Had to talk to the puppy. Had to talk to Jax. Anyways, when Jax was born, he start over. When a dog is a black dog, you know that the inside skin pigment is going to be a darker color because they're a darker dog. When a dog is a lighter color, typically the inside of their ears are super pink. So he has one ear that is, it's very pink, and the other ear has black on the inside. So I thought that was really neat. I have a video of that, and when you come to pick him up, I'll edit that out, and if you're interested to see him being bored and me discovering that he has a really cool birthmark on the inside of his ear, it's so freaking neat. Let me see if I can get it closer where you can actually see it. Oh, the puppy breath, you guys. He's letting out the puppy breath. See how that way, okay. The inside of his ear here, right there, is black. But then if you flip him, the inside of this ear is pink. He was the only puppy in the whole litter that was this color, that is, because there's 4, that I was able to track from the very beginning because of the black that's in this ear. It's really neat. Anyways, just something to say. Something to say about Mr. Jax here. Hey, buddy? Okay. Come on over here. Come over here and lie down. I'm going to back up. There you go, sweetie. Go see your brothers and sisters. Sister. This has been an interesting litter, to say the least. I've never had such little females population in the litter, but yeah, there's only the one. And I did have Andrew. He had reserved a female. So Andrew was the top pick for her. It was a no-brainer, really, at the end of the day. I'm missing your messages again because one of the puppies just kicked me out of my messaging system in my phone. So I'm going to open this back up, and I apologize. I don't like having my phone in my hands when I'm talking to all of you. Okay, good. So Jacob says, we are definitely interested. That is so cool. Hey, let's have a vote. We have a few people on here. I think I already know what the answer is going to be, but and I keep forgetting. So apologies. I meant to do this about 2 weeks ago, and I keep forgetting to bring home a stamp pad that I have at work. So what I want to do is it'll be on some stationery, and I'm gonna have the puppy. I'm gonna fingerprint your puppies for you, essentially, so that you have tiny little puppy pad prints of what they were like when they were younger. So for me, I freak out over these kind of things. I'm very sentimental. I'm very sentimental, especially about my dogs. Since I have had dogs, every single one of them on my wall is mounted in a shadow box. Not them, obviously. But what I've done is I've kept their collar, and I've taken a lock of their fur and a paw print. And my favorite photo of them is mounted in this picture frame. And I don't know, it just brings me peace knowing that even though they're not in my life anymore, that I do still have a piece of them. I can walk by them. And I don't know, it just makes it more personal and special. But I always regret it not having a puppy paw print of my dogs as well, to put in that kind of storyboard frame for them. So if I'm a good person, I will remember this, and I will make sure that this is included in all of your individual puppy packages. And I could even actually probably video it as well, so that you see it. See that you see it happening. What's going on, Mr. Purple? Just stretching out, seeing where you were. I'm just going to pass back out again. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm pretty happy to say that the majority of the puppies here, I haven't even advertised these guys yet, except Jacob. I did foreshadow them coming up for sale. They saw that, and bam, they swooped up the opportunity to grab a dark red Labrador, which, as we know, to the watchers, I've said numerous times before, they're not easy to come across in this region. Anyways, it's pretty rare. I just got a couple more messages, so I'm going to go back to my messages here. Jacob is asking, how is the mom doing? Ellen is doing amazing. Jacob, I mentioned that there's a video that I'm going to be posting immediately after this. Now, to those who are watching, this live right now will automatically load on my YouTube page, but there's going to be an additional video put out today It has a lot more presence of Ellen in it, but it's more so showing you guys what I'm doing with training them to eat and less stress and etc. But Ellen is in there. Currently, right now, we are trying to wean them off. She's resting. I took them for a walk for almost an hour, so my 4 adult canines are racked out in the back. But we might get a cameo. I do have myself closed in here pretty good, where in the past, when I had everything left open for other dogs to come in and out, they would knock down the cameras, they would knock over mics. Bruce, GBHXU, who's on here right now, knows full and well what shenanigans that my adult dogs can do when I'm trying to do a live with the puppies. But thank you for that question, Jacob. She's doing really, really well. She still has quite the appetite, and whatever she wants to eat, she gets. Whatever Ellen wants, she gets. She is the queen of the house as far as I'm concerned. She's the mama, taking care of these beautiful little creatures. Yeah. This is Joey right now. He's got his head in my hand, and he's just like putty as I rub the bottom of his chin. Yeah, my man. Yeah. He's just such an old man. Just such an old man. Like, he's completely, as you can tell, look, he's naturally collapsing down. I'm going to very gently lay his head down. That didn't work? Are you displeased? Okay. There we go, baby. You're so nice. You're so nice. Now, next comment was from David. That is such an awesome idea. I would love to have a puppy print of Sky. I know, David, I'm so sorry. It's just now I'm thinking of it. And gosh, I kicked myself in the butt for not doing it. So David actually is the fur baby daddy of these, actually all of these puppies. This is their direct brothers and sisters. They have the same mother and father. I'm itching to see Sky again. I really am. And David, I'm not going to lie, the past couple of days I've been creeping you on Facebook, but I can't message you on Facebook through Kearney's Labradors. It's not a messaging forum, so I'd have to have a regular account for that. So I have been, but yeah, I have been creeping the progress of Sky. I just, I can't message you. Then actually, because you were here the other day and there's toys here for you, for Sky. Gosh, I went on I came on here, I came on YouTube because I knew that you had commented a few times actually on videos and more so, especially when Betty has been posted. When Betty's been posted, do you see this? See how casually I'm just scratching Pink's chest right now? She's kicking her little foot. You're so cute. I'll leave you be though. Okay? I'll let you sleep. Or do you want interaction? Pink loves interaction. So we'll see. She'll probably want to come up on my... No. And there's Mr. Leroy. You just see your face. But everyone can see how big of an old man you are. Anyways, giving back to you, David. I tried going on to see where you had commented, and so I could reach out to you and say, oh my God, I wish that I had been here. I truly do wish I had been here when you were delivering and you got to see these puppies, because I would have given you a nice little package for Sky. All right. And now David pipes in again. He said, laugh out loud. That's okay. All good. Thank you, David. Thank you for forgiving me. But if you ever get another puppy from me, I promise I'll get you something like that. I will. I've been trying, it's blocking one of the letters here in your word. Been trying to get out, just been busy. Sky, oh yeah, really? He says Sky and Betty are twins. And you know what? I don't doubt it, because the picture that you had on your profile of Sky, that was my first instinct, was like, oh wow, like with Betty, she's got a really, really thick body. Like, she is a thick girl, but she has the field head. When she's standing up, you can see her head's a little bit smaller. I shouldn't say that. It's normal, really, but because she's so freaking jacked, it appears that way. When she sits, everything is normal. So who knows? Maybe all the wrinkles and everything that kind of encompass her make her look more uniform when she's sitting than when she's standing. But temperament-wise, I guess you would know. Hey, David, you temperament-wise, are they the same? And my burning question is, okay, everybody, Sky. Sky was, David, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe she was purple collar from the last litter. And forgive me if that is incorrect, sincerely. Forgive me if that's incorrect. But okay, so David came in. It's a beautiful story, actually. I was here and just taking care of the puppies, and then David came to the house to deliver a package. He didn't know me. He didn't know I had puppies. He knew nothing of this. You didn't know why you were walking into, David. And so when he delivered the package, I looked at him and I told him, I was like, hey, I have some puppies inside. Would you like to see them? It's rare to be able to see puppies, especially at this age. So, and of course, thankfully, he seized the opportunity and he came inside. It was later on that evening, he reached out to me and said that he was actually interested in having one of the puppies. So it was just one of those right place, right time, crossed over at the right moment situations with Sky. And I remember Sky being the biggest digger, and I remember telling David that. I remember telling him and warning him on that. It was like, listen, she really, really, really likes digging at the water dish. She would splash water everywhere. I've actually changed my whole water system as a result of Sky, because she would just like spread the water everywhere. I now have a fountain that has a cover over it, so they only have limited access to the water, and it's filtered. It's a neat little thing. If anybody, when you go to pick up your puppies here, check it out. It's actually a pretty neat little watering dish. But yeah, so we ended up getting Sky. It was so cool. I think I was not here. I have a full-time job elsewhere, and that sometimes allows me the opportunity to travel. And so I actually had to travel. I think it was 3 days before the last litter was being rehomed. So I didn't get to experience that with the owners last time. I'm excited to say that I'm 100%. You would not be able to stop me from being able to be here and meeting all of you in person as you meet your puppies in person. So yeah, it's a full cycle, but I'm really excited to see. My question to you, David, is after seeing Betty the other day, is Sky chunky and thick like her? I know with Betty, she's got a really thick rib cage, but it's consistent. She exercises, don't get me wrong, like all of my dogs, they have at least 10K or so a day of a walk. They're very well exercised. Plus, in between those walks, those adventure trails and stuff that we bring them on, they're running around in the backyard doing what they do, especially Sammy and Betty. The two of them are two peas in a pod and are together all the time. So my question is she chunky like Betty? And I think he's already answered me, but I've been rambling on. Again, from Newfoundland, likes to talk. Verbal diarrhea is what it's been said, but I don't think it's diarrhea. I think it's verbal knowledge. Just continuous verbal knowledge. Continuous being the key. Yes, okay, so I was right. David did confirm that Sky was purple collar last year. Yes, I haven't lost it yet. Which she still has a purple collar today. So look at that. He's stuck with the color scheme. Oh, he just kept it going. Yes, she still digs when she gets the opportunity, still lives in the water. But he says that Sky is slim, but solid, has a solid chest and front legs. Yeah. So the slimness in the puppies is coming from Ellen's side for sure. On Gus's side, the dad, the chunkiness comes from it. Their grandfather was very chunky, had a big blockhead, and I can't say it enough, he had gorgeous eyes. I'd like to see Sky's eyes, actually, to see if maybe she wound up with her grandfather's eyes, which is my obsession, the eyes. I'm telling you, there's something about the eyes. And I think it was Andrew. Yeah, it was Andrew today that that had seen Gus, and I pointed out the eyes. Like, it truly looks like the moon is in front of the sun. That's the only way I can describe Gus's eyes. They're very special. They're the same eyes that his father had, Cooper. So, I mean, it was a no-brainer to keep Gus. He's just a full package, isn't he? You little cutie. They seriously are adorable, you guys. Adorable. Oh, Jacob has just piped in on the chat. How old should they be before start taking them in the water? Okay, so I have varying answers to that, Jacob. Ellen, their mother, she was in the water at like 8 weeks, 3 days. You couldn't keep her out of it. Sometimes it's just natural. The only thing you really need to watch out for is if they're willing to go into the water, don't discourage them. Don't discourage them because it might become a learned behavior where they may be reluctant to displease you in going into the water. But I'd say if they're comfortable going into the water, then let them. But the only caveat would be just be aware of the temperatures of the water. As we know, like I think up until about generally early October, late September, the temperatures are always pretty good, pretty regulated, but they are little babies. So I would say play it by ear. The grandfather, Cooper, he was in the water at like 8 weeks. It freaked me out. We were on one of our second or third walks. I was on a dock, and speaking, of course, verbal diarrhea from Newfoundland, full disclosure, and I turned my head away, and Cooper was walking across the deck, and then he walked into the water. As this happened, I'm running towards him, like, oh my God. He goes into the water, he sinks into the water, and then he surfaces again and swims over to me. I pull him out of the water, and he was totally fine. My reaction was very important in that moment because I didn't want him to think that he was doing something bad or that it frightened me or whatever. But I would say just naturally let them do what they do, but just be careful of the temperatures of the water and the type of water. You might even know actually when you take them home, if you give them a bath, fill it up a little bit, see if they'll swim in the bathtub. That's kind of a safe approach on things. And you can do the temperature control thing as well. But yeah, at around 5 to 6 and 7 weeks, sometimes I put the misting on the hose just to cool them down and keep them all nice and hydrated. If it's a hot day or whatever, I'll have the mister going on the hose. They're very interested in that. That's how we found out about Sky's water obsession, was the hose. She would go over to the hose, and I'm kind of wondering if you take the hose, David, and you were to let her drink does she drink from a hose? She seems like that dog. Mr. Purple here, the old man, I'm telling you, like, as soon as this place opens up and I have, like next week, I actually have, I'm opening up the house for an open house for people to come and view the puppies. There'll be 3 remaining, and I feel that as soon as the doors open up and people meet this guy, Mr. Purple, that he is just good. I feel he's going to be the first one taken. Hey, because you're just perfect. I'm going to turn him around. I'm going to show you what I mean. Like, he is the poster of roly-poly puppy. Roly-poly puppy. Look at this guy. Seriously. He is just so adorable. Aren't you, little man? Yes, you are. So I would say, yeah, just to go in on it, like all of my dogs have started swimming at a very, very young age, and they do it independently. But I'm sure that, you get a bonus kiss for giving a cute yawn. I don't even know where I was going with that because this gorgeous little creature just distracted me with his yawn and his cuteness. Looks like Yellow Mellow is starting to wake up and play with some toys. Hey, Hey, little one. Oh, you're so great. I'm going to go retrieve Blue because he is officially moving around out there. And I don't want him to have too much free reign. I know I just made noise. I'm sorry, little man. Did that startle you? Yeah. There you go. Ooh, I'm kind of trying to maneuver in between something I can barely fit in. Take these shoes off. Take those shoes off. I'll just have to be careful. Well, I have to be careful. And here's Mr. Light Blue again. Hello, Murphy. Oh, they're getting into their fun play stage. I'm so excited for all of you to see this. I don't know if I should stay because they'll attack me. But you know what? Skidoo that. I'm going to stay. But they are eventually like, you see, oh my God. Did you just see Yellow pulling on Blue's tail? Sorry, Murphy. Yellow wants to play with you. They want to play. There we go. This is why we keep these crinkly toys in the pen for them to focus their mouths on, not their siblings. Not your siblings. I'm looking at the messages again, everyone. I apologize for anybody who has just joined us, but I'm unable to read the messages from the screen that's way over there because my eyes are too old. But I am here, so I will be looking at my phone from time to time. And but it's for good intent. I want to stay interactive with you. Oh, they are. So Jacob said, looks like they are starting to like toys. They are totally starting to like toys. So the one thing about the toys, and I was saying this to Andrew earlier, I love these interactive little crinkle toys. 1 second, I'm going to get one for you. This one. So it's really great because they can grab onto it. It's really light, right? They can grab onto it. They love the sounds. Here you go. Let me see if you'll take it. Let me see if you'll take it. Anytime that they are trying to, there he is. See, he's carrying it. Start over. Toys. I'm with Bark Box of the Month Club. So I get like 2 or 3 toys a month with some all natural treats and otherwise. So everything that you see here is actually from Bark Box. I really love these. I know that Light Blue is now attacking a little dragon here on the side. That's cool. It crinkles, but it also squeaks, doesn't it? Okay. Just try not to make too much noise with that, because in about 2 weeks, I'm going to hate that sound. I am going to hate that sound. But anyways, getting back to the toys. So I get these little crinkle toys because they're such small little puppies that they're able to actually drag these toys around. And it does more than one thing. It squeaks, it has the crinkle, and it's super soft. They're easy to carry it. Plus it's themed. This one's a dragon. He's blowing fire. I'm lame. But I have lots of these toys. So what I do is, I'd say it was around a week or so ago, when their sight started coming, that's when they started becoming obviously a lot more interactive and interested in what they were seeing. They smelled many things, but they hadn't seen it before. And now they're starting to get clearer and clearer with their vision, that they're starting to identify objects and playing and interacting with them. Just like Mr. Yellow over here is trying to interact with my camera. So we can't have that. We can't have that. So every month they send me toys similar to this. And what I do is I usually collect like 8. There are 8 toys that are put aside specifically for me to give to you in the puppy pack. They're not going to be these toys. I usually interchange these toys. But these are used toys. You'll get cool toys, new ones. that only the litter has played with a limited amount of time. And I do that on purpose so that they can get the scent of the litter with them to carry home when they get home. So that's one of the bonuses of the toys that I do get, and the types of toys, because they do actually interact a lot with them, a lot. Plus, I have I have like 8, one for each little chew toys, because they're teething right now, and they're going to want to chew on as much as possible. So that's another reason why they're interacting so much with toys right now, is they just want to get their mouths on something. A little tip for everyone out there, that when you do bring your puppies home, or when you have a puppy, they are probably going to start teething again at around 4 months. 4 to 5 months is usually when they lose their baby teeth and they start getting their adult teeth. And that's a rough stage for them, right? They just got through being away from their litter, and now they're in, pain, really, growing all these new teeth. So I suggest to you is, the one thing you'll always benefit from is greed factor with a Labrador. So if you take the puppy food that you're feeding them, put it in an ice cube tray, fill it with water, and make ice cubes with them, so that when you give them one of those ice cubes, they're interested in it because it smells like food to them. But because of the ice, it's actually cooling down their gums, and it's relieving the pain naturally for their teeth. So there's my tip for you guys. And the puppies just opened up a new page. Why would you do such a thing? It was yellow. It was yellow. Yellow mellow. Let me see if I can get into the chat again. There we go. We are back into the chat. I saw that there was a couple of messages that have popped up on the screen here, but again, I'm too old to read them. So yes, they are definitely, due to the teething process and being able to see and being able to hear, are super interested in toys. They're also very much interested in each other's tails. This is a new thing that has developed this week as well. As you can tell, Pink right here is, she's bugging Green. Macy is bugging Green. Well, thank you very much. Nana of 5. Hello and welcome to the page. Thank you very much. I know I've said this numerous times before, but I am biased, so thank you. I think they are adorable. I think they're great. Having them here firsthand is way better, but I'm happy to share at least the experience of these little babies on a regular basis, so that you get to see them progress and grow and whatnot. But also, it's more so that I can be transparent as possible. I know that a lot of breeders out there do give the good breeders bad names. They have bad practices, and when people hear that I've bred Labradors, I've actually been abused quite a lot. With regards to that, people attack me, and they claim that I am the reason why the world is as bad as it is with strays, and I'm the purpose. I'm the reason. I'm the sole reason. I would respectfully disagree. I would say, number one, if they knew me, I always say this: if you know me, you wouldn't say such a thing, because if you've ever interacted with me or spoken with me or touched base on this page, or etc., you would see that this is a community. It really is, as corny as I sound right now, but it really is. This is a Labrador community to me. All of the people that have an extension of these little babies in their homes, they're part of the community too. They can touch base at any point in time, and I will touch base as well. I actually do care. I'm also incredibly transparent. I believe I'm a little bit more transparent than most breeders out there. I open up my doors and I allow people to come in and see where they live, where they sleep, where they poop, where they pee, what I feed them, and etc. I am an open book when it comes to how these puppies are being raised. But also, I'm a little bit of a clean freak, so I do actually go a little bit above and beyond with regards to cleanliness. For instance, last week I started clipping their nails. I generally don't like giving them a bath within the first 2 weeks because that's when mom is primarily like she's feeding them 3 to 4 times a day at that point, and I don't want to break that scent bond. And I don't want them to not connect with her as well as a result of over grooming them, and that is possible. You can over groom them at first. But then when they hit the 3-week mark, I gave them, and I do, probably once or twice a week now, I take a microfiber face cloth, a very soft cloth, and I very gently wipe them down with a damp cloth just to keep them clean and refreshed. I pay attention to their paws a lot, not only because of their nails, but I also want to make sure that if they did step in something that they shouldn't have, that it's not sitting on them and they don't get familiar with that scent, which I believe leads to a healthier lifestyle later on down the road, which is one of the reasons the other video that I had mentioned to you guys that's coming out today, other than this live, that video explains a lot of the things that I do for development and enhancing their training ability when they go home. But you can also touch base with me. I just had Kevin. Kevin has a puppy from the last litter, and recently his dog now. He's Betty's sister. He's Sky's brother. He's been itchy, and he said that, but I know that a lot of vets have been saying that recently around this area of Ontario, there's been a lot of appointments with animals that have had itchy skin, irritation, and etc. And that was some of the symptoms that AJ was showing. And so my first question was, like, is it food allergies and blah, blah, blah. I'll go on about food allergies in a minute. I'm sure that's probably going to entice the question. It's like, oh yeah, does your dog have food allergies? One moment, I'll explain that. But I suggested to Kevin, he's going to give his dog a nice oatmeal bath, which is awesome. Messy, but awesome. And but also I mentioned poison ivy, right? Poison ivy causes everything that this poor little dog is going through. So, Kevin, if you're out there, I asked for you to touch base with me and see how AJ was. He reached out to me asking about food allergies at first. And just to go into that now is food allergies. Okay. When it comes to Gus, the dad, and Ellen, the mom, no. There hasn't been anything that I haven't been able to feed them. Actually, correction. I find all of my dogs, whether it was Cooper or the grandparents, or if it's Gus or whatever, pork. I don't know what it is, but ham, pork, any pig product, they don't like it. Like, they like the rawhide bully sticks and all that kind of stuff, and that has some pork in it. But giving them something like ham, or like a leftover pork chop or something like that, it doesn't agree with them. It makes them gassy. It doesn't have an external effect like with their skin and ears or anything like that, but they do not agree, or pork does not agree with my dogs. Going back further, one more generation, that is Katie and Cooper. Cooper had 0 food allergies, but Katie, the chocolate lab, she tended to, once in a while when she was eating a fish flavored, I switched her one time, all of them, to a salmon grade Acana product. And within like a month, she was itching at her ears. And so when I looked inside, of course, it was quite dirty. And so I cleaned her ears and did the ear wash thing, et cetera, but it wasn't alleviating it. I did take her to the vet, and it was fish, and it was some fish products. Tilapia was one of them that didn't agree with her. So I switched her over to a Acana adult, active breed, and she was tickety-boo ever since. So that is all I personally know about any allergies that could be in the DNA of these little creatures right here. Doesn't seem to be any. I think it's more external factors that I've noticed other than internal factors. Are you having fun chewing my foot? Chewing my foot. Chewing my hand. Are you having fun? Oh my goodness gracious. You are just the most precious. Hey, would you like to not chew my finger and then pat this instead? Hey, did you know that that's sweet? So everybody here is going to get one of these toys, as I said. I have them already pre-reserved. You're also going to be getting a puppy pad and some other products to go in it. I will be giving you a bag of a can of dog food, so that, as I was saying to Andrew, who was here earlier visiting Macy, that at least if you don't want to stick with the brand that I have them on, currently right now it's Acana, A-C-A-N-A. If you want to look it up, it's Acana Healthy Green seafood blend. Ironically, they're fine with seafood. It was the grandmother, remember? The grandmother. That was not good with seafood. But yeah, I have them on that blend right now, and their coats are amazing. They're very shiny. They're very healthy. They're very plump. So there's no issues there. Red is being a bit rambunctious right now with green. But yes, a can of dog food will be in the puppy pack inclusive. If you decide not to go with that brand, that's fine. I do give enough so that if you are going to be converting them over into a different type of food, you have enough. And my suggestion is that you mix it half and half with the new blend of food, and you should be golden. You should have enough for, on average, I give at least a week's worth of food. It varies. We'll see. But you'll definitely get enough for at least a week's worth of transitioning, and that would be enough as well to transition them over into another dog food categories. So I do that on purpose so that you guys, if you choose not to go with the brand that you're not going to have as many digestive issues as a result. And Jacob just piped into the chat. He said, do not hesitate to, again, there's a heart that's cutting off that word with pictures whenever you feel like it. Okay. I'm assuming you're saying, do not hesitate to overload you with photos. You know what, Jacob? I will not hesitate at all. I was super happy. And I'm not even kidding, Jacob. It was less than 5 minutes. When Jolene was here earlier, she wanted blue collar. Now I have a light blue collar and I have a dark blue collar, and the two of them are pretty much twins. The only thing that separates them right now is their collar color, the shade. But as soon as she chose light blue, less than 5 minutes. I swear to you, I messaged and I sent pictures and I introduced and I said, hey, this is your specific puppy. This is not uncommon for me. I touch base a lot, especially when someone has come and met them and confirmed. I love touching base with regular photos. If you never hesitate to reach out and say, hey, can I see my little fur baby right now? Absolutely. If I am free, if I'm home, if I'm available, 100%, I will never hesitate to do that because I know how it feels. I know how it feels. And it's wonderful when you're able to connect with that inbound family member. Yeah, worry not about touching base and getting additional videos or photos, but I probably will have already over-dated you. And if I'm not feeding you enough updates, prompt me and I'll continue feeding you updates. I guarantee it. Then there's also, I know on my Facebook page, Kearney's Labradors, I do put, I post daily on there, I would say, but not as much as I do here on YouTube. On YouTube, sometimes I'm posting like 4 to 5 times a day, new things, new events, this new first thing or that new first thing or otherwise. I'll probably end up doing like an individual cameo on each one of them as they get to the higher mark of 6 weeks and on. That's when they become chunky monkeys and they're filled with a lot more pep than it is right now. I'm actually pretty relieved. They're still sleeping, huh? Except for you. Except for you. Red's personally my favorite color. Hey, so I just gravitate towards you, don't I? Yes, because you have a red collar. He's sniffing me up. Am I acceptable? I did shower today, so I should be good there. Okay. Oh, he's very interested in my smells right now. Hey, are you interested? Kissing me. You're so sweet. Puppy kisses. No, you're so nice. That's so sweet. So I get as many cuddles and snugs and lovin's and kisses and everything else. I get the best part of the puppies, in my opinion, when they have the puppy breath, because that is my favorite thing. I might be crazy, who knows, but I absolutely love puppy breath. And this guy is just giving it to me. You're so sweet. Yes. Licking my face, licking my chin. Oh, you're going to be a lover, aren't you? You're going to be a lover. Oh, you're so sweet. It's the only one that's awake right now, so I'm willing to take the abuse, the agony of getting love from a baby puppy. Terrible. Just a terrible thing. But I am going to lay you down because I don't want you to get too licky obsessed. Too much licks. Too many. You want this toy? All right. So there you go, everyone. These guys are passed out. They are passed out. Jacob, question for you. Is this your first dog? Now, there's a bit of a delay on here, so I'm going to fill in the noise. But who out there in the chat has a dog? And who out there in the chat is getting one of these dogs? And is it your first pet? Red is still... Are you starting to settle down now? You are. That's good. That's good. I got a feeling that Red is going to fall asleep on my lap any second now. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. All right. So Jacob has just left a message. He said, no, we both grew up with dogs. Always had them in the house. Wonderful. Good. Then you know. You know, actually, I know, actually, both of you watched the live throughout the week this week, looking at things. And like I mentioned in the live last week, there's obviously puppy power stages, and there's the teething stage, and all sorts of different stages. If you have any experience with dogs, you're aware of all of them. But just, this is my philosophy, that the mistakes that a dog... Oh, Red. I guess Red really wanted Green to wake up there, hey? That wasn't very nice, Red. And I bet you're probably going to go back to sleep now too, huh? Okay. So the two of them, I don't know if you can see them. They're over here. Bygones be bygones. They're now laying next to each other sleeping. So that's how simple it is. I've had dogs my entire life too, so it's just second nature. We all know what their personalities are, and there's no difference between the people say, like, oh, don't get this dog because it's that way, or don't get that dog because it's this way. I personally think they're kind of even keeled. They are, like us, born with personalities, but really, every dog should be approached in the same way. Consistency, patience, love, exercise, taking care of their health and benefits, diet and whatnot. And honestly, it doesn't matter what breed it is. It's going to be a pretty cool dog. Oh, okay. You have a hunting family. That was the message from Jacob, everyone. He said he had mostly labs growing up because he comes from a hunting family. That's pretty cool. Their grandfather was a champion retriever. He has ribbons and he has been decorated with numerous awards for his contributions to retrieving. This is a story that I know, Jay Holloway, if you're watching this, I know that you're going to hate me telling the story, but I'm going to tell it anyways. So once upon a time, I was in Alberta. I was living in Alberta, and I had Cooper. Jay, my friend, he had, was it Hunter? I think it was Hunter. It was a larger, it was a big chocolate lab. He was a year older than Cooper at that point. And he was taking him out duck hunting. And I had asked, hey, if you're going to take Gunner out, or Hunter, it was one of the two, if you're going to be taking them out, is there any way you could take Cooper out too? I just want to kind of get your opinion on how he is and whether or not this is something he would be good at. He was 2.5 years old. No. He was about 2. He was about 2 years old when this was asked of him, and he agreed. And he was bragging. I just want to say, Jay, I'm telling this for a reason, because you're from the East Coast, and you were bragging about how amazing your dog was and how amazing, the best dog that's ever been born, which we all do. Like, don't get me wrong. I think all of these puppies are the best puppies that are currently on the market right now, right? It's just the way she goes. It's called pride. So he takes Cooper out with him and Gunner, and they go duck hunting. His dog, Gunner, would not get in the water. They would not swim to where they were supposed to go to retrieve these ducks and etc. It was a good thing that he had Mr. Cooper Poop with him, because Cooper retrieved every single fowl that day. As well, he had taken down a goose, and Cooper was en route to retrieve the goose. When he got closer to the goose, this is the story that Jay tells me because I wasn't there. When he got closer to the goose was not dead. It had just been clipped. So Cooper was actually trying to fight the waterfowl in the water to take it back to Jay, as he had been told to do. Jay was afraid of the talons that were on this goose's Canadian geese. They have these talons or whatever on their wings. And he was afraid that he was going to get hurt by the goose. So he called back Cooper. Cooper listened. He turned around, was swimming towards the boat. And as he was en route going towards the boat, Jay had then made another shot towards the bird and got it. And then he looked at Cooper midstream and he said, okay, go back and get it. And he did. So that's a little bit of positive news for you, that their grandfather was a very good retriever. Cooper would bring home live rabbits that he would find in the woods. And I would have like baby rabbits sitting at the end of my driveway. It was terrible, actually, because I don't want to get into that part of things. But they do have a very keen nose. I know that Betty, their biological sister from the last litter, man, there is nothing you can't hide from her. Like, I play a game with Betty. I don't know if she's going to be on the hunting side of things or not. I have had conversations with some people who do go hunting. I personally don't hunt, but I'm not against my dog going and doing that in any way, shape, or form. Especially if the hunter itself is a good hunter and they bring home what they kill and they actually eat it. That's important. But with Betty, there might be a possibility. But there is a game that I do play with her now. She's clever, very clever. So I have to stay on my toes with her. I have to be smarter than the average bear with her. So what I used to do was I would have her sit in my living room or wherever, and I would show her a milk bone, and I would tell her to stay, and it was teaching her patience and whatnot. And I would go and I would hide the treat, and I would then come back into the room that she's sitting and waiting in and tell her that she could go find it. But she knew what the room was I was in, and she would just run directly to the room I just came out of and find it, right? So I'm like, okay, you're smarter than me. All right, I'll get better. So now what I do is I will actually take the treat and I will purposely go into numerous rooms and I will touch things with the treat. And when I'm getting through each room or whatever, I may go back and put a treat somewhere else, but then continue into 2 or 3 other rooms, making the dog think that I am possibly putting it in those rooms. And when I come back, it's really cool to watch her. She is using her sniffer, and she goes straight to where I did actually place touch a treat onto something, and she always finds it. Sometimes it takes a little longer because I bump up the ante, or I'll put it higher than lower, or whatever. It's a fun game. So if anybody out there is looking for an interactive game that they would like to play with their Labrador, that is one that actually entertains my dogs quite nicely. And then there's Ellen. Ellen is ball obsessed. The mother, she is ball obsessed. Like, there's many balls here, but I'm telling you, if you want peace and quiet, don't have a ball around, because Ellen will bark her head off if there's one in your hand. If you look at some of my not live, but videos of me bringing them down to the river and swimming and whatnot, you can see that Ellen is just freaking out anytime there's a ball around. She will scream at me, throw it, until I throw it. So fairly be warned about that. Their mother has a ball addiction, and I don't think that I can wean her off it anytime soon, nor do I want to. Getting back though, Jacob, to your question about Ellen, the first couple of weeks, she's just so centralized on the puppies, she does not think of herself. So this is when I need to step in and take care of Mama more for the sake of her. Yesterday, I was in my garden, and we're weaning now, right? We're transitioning the puppies from getting as much milk from mom. She's still coming in about once or twice a day, giving them milk. But I've been compensating that demand with the puppy food that I've been feeding them. But so Ellen, I was where was I? I was gardening yesterday. I was bringing in the plethora of cucumbers and tomatoes that were ready to be taken out of my garden. And Ellen came over with a big ball that I haven't seen her play with since, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago. It was around the beginning of her pregnancy was the last time. And this was her favorite ball. It's like a soccer ball, but it's like a chuck it ball all in one. It's really cool. But yeah, she came over and she flicked it over towards me, and I couldn't resist at that point. I'm like, okay, I haven't seen her being puppy playful in at least 5 to 6 weeks now. So Ellen is doing really great, and she's doing better and better every single day too. So she's getting back to her normal self. She's never going to turn her back on the puppies, but she's certainly taking advantage of having independent time a lot more now and getting back to her regular self. Her coat is doing really well. Generally, mother, hey, Sam, did you want to come in and say hello? Sam, I am. You want to come in and say hello? You gotta come over here. Over here. Look. You're not going to get in that way. Oh, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Can you go around? Sam, I am. Look. Come. David, I'll get to your comment in a second. I see it popped up. I'm just going to give Sam access. Here, baby girl. Hey. You're so good. Say hello to your sister. Well, that was a short-lived cameo, everyone. Oh, well. Yes, that is. Isn't it? Yes. It is what it is. Now let's get back to the comments, hey? Let's go back to the comments. Your sister woke you up, but this is all my fault. Again, reverting back. Everything that happened, the dog does that we don't like, is my fault. I always see it that way. I just need to get better. Oh, okay. So David was just making a comment. Sorry, I had to pre-read it first. So he said, I've seen your videos where Sammy loves sticks. Love the one where she had the big stick and figured out how to get in between the 2 concrete blocks. Absolutely. I'm telling you, Sam, the one that just passed through here, she is a clever duck. She really is. I firmly believe that the only reason why Sammy is around is because she chooses to be here. She has the ability to open doors. She can take her paws and open up a door, so I have to use deadbolts with her. I did have a 90 by 120 fence put in, a 5-foot tall chain link fence put in to keep her into the backyard a couple of years ago. And she figured out how to get under the fence consistently all the time. So then I had to have it pinned every like 4 or 5 inches. There's pins going in so that she can't dig, she can't push her body under it. And I'm like, phew, I finally figured it out. Yeah, and then I got her a tracker collar, a GPS collar. So I'm like, at least if she gets, luckily I live in a very secluded area. So if she does, she honestly just goes down to the water and then back again. It's very harmless. But there are roads, and generally everyone knows everyone around here as well. So it's good. If they see her, they'll bring her back or they'll call me or text me. But yeah, so I had the GPS thing going. There hasn't been any issues with her taking off until lately. I believe it's just she wants to decompress away from, I don't know, from the regular traffic of having little puppies around. I'm not sure. But now, if I turn my back for any length of time and she's outside on my front patio, she has now figured out how to jump off the front patio and go bring herself for a swim. So she's clever. The area that David is talking about, this stick, that it was a tree more than it was a stick. She's a big stick addict for sure. She likes walking with sticks in her mouth, and she will remember that stick when she goes back to that area again and always picks it up. But yeah, this one time, in order to get to this field that brings me down to where the river is, there's cinder blocks and it stops people from driving down there, right? Which is good because it's natural land. But yeah, she was coming up and you can't get in between. She couldn't. We didn't think anyways that she would be able to carry this stick / tree past this point. And I think, David, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I even said it on camera. I'm not sure if I had my audio going or if I covered it, my voice up with the song. But I do remember looking at her and saying, like, all right, like, do or die. If you get through here with that stick, then you get to carry that home. That's your stick. And without even an issue at all, like, she had no issue. She had this ginormous thing sticking out of her house horizontally, and she just tilted her head, went through, and carried on again. It was like no problem at all. So Sam is a very, very clever dog. She keeps me on my toes. I'm in admiration of her and the way that she thinks. And she's a very, she's a sports dog, really. She's very agile. And I am going to be putting her in agility training eventually. I would like to do this. All right. So I'm going to get back to the, David was, he was confirming my synopsis of that video in itself. But you know what, Bruce, he mentioned, those two. Bruce mentioned a couple weeks ago, Sammy likes to have her walking stick. And it was funny because it was 2 to 3 days prior, I had posted a video, and I don't know, David, but I think it's the same video that you're talking about, where they're down by the water and she had this ginormous stick. On the way to the water, though, she had picked up this smaller stick. It was like a little tripod-looking stick. And she carried it all the ways down to the water, to the tree line where the shade was, and she left it there because she found this huge stick that she decided to come back with. 3 days later, this is the comment that Bruce had left, she had found her tripod stick that she had left there a few days prior, and she was chewing on that and brought that back home. So she remembers. She's got specific things, and when she places something in an open field, she doesn't forget the next day. She will go straight to where her precious stick was, and she'll bring it home, guaranteed. That tree in particular, she carried that all the way from the river to the very beginning of the trail at the back of my house here. She couldn't get much further with it because it was dense with trees and it was difficult for her to hold them in her mouth. So she dropped it at that point. I'm noticing that there's a few more people that just came on here. Hello, everybody. My name is Holly. I'm the owner of Kearney's Pets, and these are the pets in particular that we are showcasing today. So it's great to see you all. It's great that you're here. And thank you for joining. And thank you to everybody who's been here this entire time. I really appreciate it. As long as you come in here and you watch the puppies, I will continue doing it. I will continue doing it. If you're not interested in the lives or whatnot, I will cease to continue these things. But I do have a lot of positive feedback, not just from people who are bringing these babies home, but I get a lot of good feedback from the subscribers and the people that just like watching rare videos of baby puppies. Nitros Farms is one of my subscribers, and I subscribe to her as well. And she was mentioning to me, she was giving me some feedback actually, which I really appreciated, a couple of weeks ago. And she said that, I should be posting longer videos because people don't get to see this very often and whatnot. And it's tough because I would love to put long videos on, but people lose interest. What? I know. I don't know why they lose interest. It's you guys. You're cool. I have no idea why they lose interest. But yeah, they generally, they watch 30 to 40 seconds of it, and then they just go away. They don't get the full experience of the video. Like most times when I'm posting a video, if you watch it from beginning to end, it's a package, right? So as a result of her suggestions, I will be posting longer content, not the shorter content. I'm going to mix it. Actually, I'm going to go with like 2 to 3 minutes so you can just pop in and quickly see your little pet. And then I will also post longer content where you can see them interacting with the other members and whatnot. So if you have any questions or that you want to like put on the chat, I could make a video for you specifically. I am game to all of those things. I love creating. I love hanging out with them. They are amazing to hang out with. So if you give me more reason to hang out with them, that's great. That's great. Jacob, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jacob just said that, yes, we love the videos. That's good. That's great. Because I find that, I don't know, like to me, it's a no-brainer. We're in a world now where videos are our friends. We are able to connect on a very regular basis with people, and there's no reason. You just bit my belly. Are you telling me I need to work out more? Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, so as you can see now, they are super active again. It comes in waves, everybody. It comes in waves. So they'll do their, 20, 30-minute nap time. The lights are on. That's the thing. They sleep all night. There's not a peep out of them all night. I hope that this will continue to happen when they come back to your place. But as we know, within the first week of a puppy being in a new place, they're going to be stressed. They're going to want to they're just going to be lonely, and they're going to be stressed. And they're going to make noises and sounds, aren't they? Yes, you will. I bet you will. I'm going to lean ahead so I can see David Gilbert. He says, thanks for all you do. Love all the videos. You know what, Dave? I really appreciate that, especially since you have one of the community puppies. Being able to touch base and seeing your fur babies, brothers and sisters, and their mom and their dad on a regular, seeing how big they are. And that's the one thing I do enjoy as well, is that when people come here and visit their puppies, they're able to meet mom and dad. How are you asking yourself? Am I able to speak while that cuteness was happening right there? It's magic, you guys. It's professionalism right there. It's at its finest. I have no idea how I'm able to concentrate, but I do have Red over here who has infiltrated the scene. So I'm going to go grab Red.
You silly billies. You silly billies.
We are about to get into hyper mode, hey? 4-week-old hyper mode. So this is very tame in comparison to next week's live. Next week's live, they are going to become more and more boisterous. I probably will not be barefoot ever again. I know I'm barefoot now. I feel confident. This is clean. They peed far away enough away from me where I feel safe. I am in a safe zone, so I'm fine with that. But I doubt very much that I, after today, will have much of an opportunity to wear nothing on my feet. I'm going to have to protect myself. They will go towards my toes, my ankles, and everything as soon as they have the chance. Right? Yes. Don't lie. So I'm going to get back to the messages, everyone. I saw that Bruce had piped in. Bruce is always really kind. So GBHXU, sorry everyone. He is a watcher from the UK who used to have Labradors. His dad had, what did you say? Would pick the runt of the litter when he was choosing a puppy. That was one of the topics of conversation we were having last time, where, you know, like, why do people pick the puppy that they do? There's some people who pick the biggest puppy. I'm one of those people. I'm a chunky monkey junkie. But then there's other people who like the petite little teeny ones, like the I don't like using the runt of the litter. I like using, I don't understand puppy. I don't know what you suggested there. Yeah, I don't like using runt. I like saying, because it makes it seem like they're weak or whatever. They're not. Like, she's a little spitfire. She's just a little bit more petite than others. Hang on. Oh, I know. He has teeth now. Now it feels weird. That's one thing that they are teaching each other right now is not to chomp down so hard. When you hear this kind of stuff going on, it's not a terrible thing as long as it isn't the cry that trails on afterwards, right? They're going to be dramatic. They're going to scream. They're going to say all sorts of things. They're going to talk over me. They're going to sass. But at the end of the day, it's all with good intent, isn't it, puppies? Yes. And for some reason, the puppies, yes, you. Interesting. So they will scream. They will fight, yell, scream. It's absolutely my pleasure, Bruce, to share these little ones with the world. I think that it's an educational moment coming to watch puppies grow. Right now, I'm being educated with Pink, that has just left the cage. She is walking by the keyboard. I should probably get her. Hold on. You come here.
You silly girl.
You silly girl. What are you doing here?
You get over here, you silly boy. Silly.
Mm-hmm. We had two. You know what? I'm going to kill you guys with cuteness right now. Two faces pressed up against each other. There we go. How could we not think that this is adorable? Hey, he's so adorable. Say hello. Hello, everybody. I'm just looking at, oh boy, you got yourself all spun up. But you know what? Your future papa's here. So come here. Mr. Jax. Come here, Red. You get away from there, you silly girl. There's somebody here that was patiently waiting for you to nap. Hey? We're patiently waiting.
And you've got others. You just want to go play, huh? You want to go play? You're such a sweet boy. You're such a sweet boy. Look how sweet they are, you guys. Like, seriously. Ugh. Ugh. You're so beautiful. I know. He's so cute. I know, Jacob. I'll take the hit for you right now. I'm going to take the chews on the thumb. Oh, see? He stopped. There you go. That's good. That's good. You're so nice. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. I think you guys are just a little too close to the camera right now, huh? I don't trust you. You're vagabonds. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come over here. There we go. Here we go. We know voices, don't we? Yeah, we do. We know. We know.
I use my voice pretty often with them. I try to the best of my ability to get them to learn as many words as possible, keywords, but they are young. A Labrador, FYI, can learn up to from 250 to 300 words from the human vocabulary. They're very keen when it comes to observing us, our tones, and what we say. So keywords that I use with them clearly is, first one is come. The word no, that is a very, very important word for a dog to learn, first off. And of course, you know, the tone with like, good boy, or whatever. I haven't actually had to scold anybody here. There's no reason. They're puppies. You don't know what you're doing. Let me put you on your back so you can calm down. Hey? There we go. And this is another thing I do with them quite regularly, and it helps with their temperament, is I flip them on their backs on a regular basis, and I rub their bellies, and it allows them to be submissive and to succumb and get used to being handled and loved by a person. We are trusted, aren't we, little man? Yes, you can trust us. We're not going to hurt you. Oh, we're getting into some good racing now. No, I really like that name. Hey, Jax. Puppy, puppy, come here. What are you doing? Come, come, come. Come, come. Come on. That's a good boy. So Jax is attacking. Well, not attacking. I shouldn't say attacking. But this is your little man right here. That was Purple giving up the screen. Betty girl. Do you want to come and say hello to your friends? Come here. Come here. Come on, Betty. Betty. Yeah. Here is their older sister, Miss Betty. Well, we say, if anybody knows the song anyways, oh, Betty, bam, a lamb. Hi, baby girl. As you can tell, she's not tiny. She's a big girl. Tough as nails. Tough as nails, but you're good with your sisters and your brother. You're so good. You want to play? Totally fun. Totally fun. Good girl. Betty usually comes in and covertly steals their toys and leaves again. But I will have to say this, that Sammy and Betty are amazing older sisters. They have been taking such good care of these puppies in between. Mom being in the kennel or not. You guys need to not do that. Sorry, but the framing right here now that's on the frame, it's stopping them from leaving. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background here that I do not want them to see. For instance,
wires, because we all know the noise that you're hearing right now. This is Miss Betty in the background throwing something around. Betty, come, can I see? Good girl. You're so good. You wanna come back in? Come on. You open it. Come on. You're so cool. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. You're so good. What you doing? What you doing? Are you hanging out? What are you gonna do? Can you sit? Can you sit? Yeah, it's hard to sit when there's a puppy under your bum. Can you sit down? Sit. Good. Get out of your bum. Thank you. Thank you. This is one of my girls. She is 1 year old. Aren't you, Gertie? Taking care of her brothers and sisters every day. So sweet. It's honestly really endearing when you see Betty and Sam coming in and grooming the puppies. It's cool that you get to see it live. That's pretty neat. What's she doing? You want to play? You want to play? I can't let them out. Are you going to bring this over? Bring it over. Come on. Come in. You're not supposed to have it anyways. Come. There we go. Okay, over here. Over here. Okay, you can sit there. You can join me. You can join me. Because you can. Yes. I'm holding this because Betty, you're actually making my leg work. There we go, puppy. I'm sorry. Your sister almost knocked down the caging, and you would have been able to have access to everything, Miss Greenie, Mr. Top of the Class. Oh, they are full of piss and vinegar right now. Just bouncing. Just bouncing. I'm going to quickly excuse myself for a couple of minutes, but I will be right back. Please enjoy them playing. I'll be back in like less than a couple of minutes. How'd you do, Mom? Hey, Mama, come here. Come here, baby. Ellen, come. You're so good. Can you come in? Come here. So Ellen is here. I don't know if she's going to want to come in for very long. We'll see. Come on in. This is the mom. See how they just scatter around her as soon as she walks in. They know. So this is also included in the video that I posted today, that I will be posting today, not just this live. Ellen now feeds the puppies standing up, and that's actually on purpose. What she's doing, she's trying to teach them to, it's muscle memory. They're actually exercising new muscles right now, balance. But on top of that, because they're being weaned, she doesn't want it to be easy for them to feed. She wants them to want to go towards the pebbles as opposed to her. But she's certainly not unwilling to feed them, as you can tell. So this is a rare treat. I feel that if I were to leave this area right now, Ellen is going to want to follow me. So I don't really want to test the waters by leaving right now. But I just need to get my phone so I can read the messages. Is that all right? Are you going to stay? Good girl. So they will definitely migrate wherever she steps. And the reason she's moving around right now is because she saw two little pea puddles, or they're not puddles, but she saw it, and she literally feels compelled to clean everything. But what an absolute treat, you guys. Ellen pops in on the scene and feeds her babies live. That's amazing. She doesn't seem like she wants to leave yet, but I am here on standby to let her out when the time comes. Because I got a feeling she's going to want to go straight, and that's going to knock over the camera. And knowing my luck, that's what's going to happen. I'm still here in the background watching, but as long as she wants to feed her babies, I am not going to complain. Are you all done, sweet girl? No, you're going to stick in for a little bit longer? You're such a good mama. Okay. Ooh, Ellen has discovered that one fly that's been bugging me the entire life. She's pretty good at catching flies, so we'll see if she does this. I'll tell you one thing. When they're nursing and a fly comes by, Ellen will be very perturbed that this fly is interrupting her baby's mealtime. No, she's still feeding. This is fantastic. Good job, Ellen. She's been feeding less and less, but I've been feeding more and more, so that makes sense. So seeing her do this is amazing. We're about to get into the gross parts, I think, of after they feed. Again, another thing I bring up when I post the video that I made this morning. I'm just, it's uploading right now, and I'll finish uploading it once I finish this live. But right now we're going to get into the gross parts, I think. So we may shut it down pretty soon, unless you guys want to watch puppies poop, because they might. But I will be here because Red's, there we go. You're such a good boy.
I will be here immediately to get rid of this so that none of you stand in it. So forgive me, guys. This is just the name of the game. That's the one thing I do not like is the puppies being around any of what they produce. You're such a good man. You all done? You're so good. Thank you very much for my deposit today. Come on. Looks like Ellen is done. Come on, Ellen, please. There we go. There we go. I know, babies. I know, Mommy just left. Mommy just left. So it's next pattern will be they will cry because they want their mom. They are going to probably use the potty, and then they are going to pass out again. So I say we've got probably another 10 minutes of activity. Some of it may not be what you want to see. And then they will go to sleep. And then we rinse and repeat, don't we, babies? We do. We do. It's okay. I'm going to come back in. Mama, did you want to come back in? This is the only safe spot for me right here. But Mom's going to come back in because she wants to groom. She knows the pattern as well. But I have these on standby just in case. Yes. One of the questions that I was asked in the process of this was how often I clean the kennel. If I see anything in it, I will clean it immediately. But I do actually disinfect and gut their surrounding area. There's three concurrent deposits happening as we speak. So again, sorry to everyone that is watching me do this, but I think it's better for me to do this than for me to not. I know. We need to get you pretty soon into your clean kennel because this one is just about to become hell. And I will say hell because 8 puppies pooping. There's another one. It's part of the cycle. I'm really sorry if anyone's offended by pooping or whatnot, but you know what? If you watch my video on dogs poop. Puppies poop too. Not as bad as an adult dog, but they poop. I was live. I was live one time, and I had someone actually ask me if they could see the poop that I was cleaning up. I found that strange. It was a no. It was definitely a no. I do not save poop to show people. This is not something that I am on this channel to do. Oh, we have 2 little. Oh, you got out. You give me back in there. You know I am there. Here. You know I am there too. You know I can. Go right in. Go right in. That's it, little puppies. Okay, did everybody get their dirty, simple business completed? Did we get our dirty, simple business done? Because if we did, we're going to have to transition. Hey? We are. I don't like them being around mess for too long. Plus, I think Purple's discovering my hardwood floor over here. So this is a great sign, everybody, for me to take them out of this pen. This is just a temporary one that I set up for us to enjoy the puppies. But now I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to place them into their larger pen that I have available for them. It's all nice and clean. Actually, hey, what is going on? I'll tell you what, we'll put it up to a vote. those who are watching right now, yes or no? Should I let them play for another 10 to 15 minutes, which I know they will? I think half of them are still active right now. And within the next 5 minutes or so, they're all going to be TKO. So, or should I just go? Should I just go now? Let's find out. Let's find out. You know what, Jacob? It's my absolute pleasure. Jacob just piped in and said, "Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for showing the interest that you did. Thank you for the questions that you asked. And I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't slow down. Right? Like the more you want to know about your fur baby, the more I love to tell. I love talking about these guys. Really. Well, aren't you a princess? Yeah, you are. You just found your voice. I'm not sure if I've heard you bark before. I think that live we just discovered Pink Spark. We already knew the whine. Well, we know the whine very well. But the fur, oh my goodness. Hi. Hello. Little Pudgy Wudgy Bear. Pudgy Wudgy Bear. Okay, I am actually going to sign off now. So let's see, how can I sign this off? Number one, thank you very much, everybody, for being in here. I really appreciate it. They really appreciate it. Anybody who shows interest in these puppies, it's a driving force. It's a driving force for me to continue showing you guys, watching them grow, helping everyone along, touching base with who's going to be living in your home now, giving you the history on why I do what I do. And honestly, really, at the end of the day, I am here to assure you that number one, is really hard for people that have met somebody online that's offering a puppy. I see, like me connecting with you on a regular basis via live feeds or maybe a text message with personal message of your own puppy involved, as well as all the other interactive approaches that I've done with you guys. I just want transparency, right? It's difficult when you don't know the person online, with all the hackers, with all the scammers and everyone else out there. For me to be as transparent as I am, I hope, I do actually. The goal is for you to feel more at ease that, number one, I'm a reputable person, but also that they actually exist and this is real. So thank you, everyone. My goodness, I'll put both of you on my lap. How's that? There. My goodness. Pink really loves being on the lap. Green is super interactive, so I can, yeah. Anyways, I really appreciate everybody that's been on here today. I really appreciate, again, the questions that you have posed. Please continue challenging me. I do enjoy the challenge when everyone touches base, makes their comments, and otherwise, sorry. I just saw Kevin Davey. I mentioned him a couple of times in some lives, and I think I mentioned him earlier. He's the fur baby daddy of Ajax, who is Sky and Betty's brother. And earlier today, I'm not sure if he believed me or not, but I had actually foreshadowed that blue collar, who he has from the separate litter. Jeepers creepers, that was intense. Yeah, you lost all your energy after that one, didn't you? Little hissy fit going on over here like me. Yeah, I was telling him that Blue looked very, very much like, I got a feeling he just wants interaction, so I'm going to do that. Come here. That Blue was a lot like AJ. It was like his twin. And I sent him a picture today, and he agrees. So there you go. Hello, Kevin, Ajax's dad. I'm listening to this while driving home from Calabuki. Feel free to stay on. Oh, you know what, Kevin? I was just about to conclude because they are all passed out now, except for this guy. So you know what? I'll make a deal with you. I will not sign out until Green has officially succeeded and accepted his fate which is to go to sleep.
Yes, we need to go to sleep, little man. But if you want to be more interactive, that's fine too. That's fine too. Here. No, not feeling it? Are you going to lay down? Are you being cranky? What are you doing?
Yeah, he just wants a nap. He's just being that guy.
You are being that guy. Stop it.
You're a good little boy. I have half the litter that's out of this cage right now, but because they're sleeping, I'm pretty relaxed about it. There's nothing going on in the background that I don't know about, so this is good.
It's only you. It's only you. Can you come here? Come here. Come. Come here. You look really upset. Yeah.
I'll keep you in my arms.
I'll keep you in my arms. How's that? How's that?
Little man.
Which old man? You're really irritated. Why? Is it because you're sleepies? And you refuse to sleep? Is that what it is? Yeah, I think it is. Because everybody else is asleep. And you refused. And you are going to get crankers. I think you already are. I think you already are.
So there we go, everybody. I think he's finally going to pass out now. Let's see. His head isn't on the ground, but his butt is. Live entertainment. That's what it is. This crinkles. You want to try that? Puppy power. What can I say? Ah, there you go. That was a confirmed flop when he went down on the floor there. I'm pretty sure he's committed now. So that being said, hello, Kevin. It's wonderful that you popped in. As soon as I sign off here, worry not. Everything is going to be uploaded. You can review it later. It's not an issue. But yeah, it will load as soon as I sign off here. We've been on for 2 hours. So to wrap up what it is that we saw today. Today we saw an active litter community of puppies. They interacted with toys. We got to see Mom come in and feed them. That was a treat. Hey, Mama. She's watching me from the background there. And we also got to see them, go potty, which is a new thing for them, right? It's only like the past couple of weeks that they have been able to go on their own. Typically, Mom has to assist them in such things. But now the blessing is on me to take care of when they go potty as opposed to Mama. And you know what? I find that fair. She did all the work carrying and making them in her belly and then giving birth to them and then feeding them the milk. Then it's only fair that I step in and I start taking over the motherhood responsibilities of cleaning them and feeding them and etc. So you know what? Her burden is my pleasure. It's all good. But I really do want to say thank you to everybody. Again, my name is Holly. Kearney's Pets, Kearney's Labradors is the name of my page. What I do is I breed and raise responsibly beautiful animals, and it's a community to me. So I really appreciate everyone being in here. Kevin, I know that you were disappointed that you didn't get to see the full live. Hopefully next weekend when I have another live that you'll be able to join again. Anybody who's out there right now, I think I will be having a pop-in impromptu live tomorrow, depending on the situation. It'll probably be around the same time as well. The dogs, we have kind of a pattern happening with our lives, so it usually works out for me around that time frame. But again, if anybody wants to touch base with me, I will send you individual packages of the puppies as well. It's my pleasure. Honestly, I'm very proud of them. And the more that you ask, the better I feel about what it is that I'm offering. So I really appreciate everyone's comments, queries, and concerns and questions. If you have any more questions, just let me know, and I will just drop them down into the comments. And afterwards, I will address them one by one. It's not an issue. So again, thank you very much, everybody, for watching today. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. it really is a growing community, and I'm glad that you touched base today. Again, I am Holly from Kearney's Pets, and I just want to say, if you want to carry on the tradition, like, click, hit the bell, subscribe, comment, all of it is welcomed. I'm about to sign off right now. However, this video will load onto my YouTube page so that you can review it later. I'm also going to be releasing another video. I think that you should check it out. It talks about the benefits of raising puppies with individual bowls and the behavioral benefits that come behind some of the training that I do as they grow. So hopefully you'll be able to check that one out later as well. Until now, thank you very much for everything that you have provided us today. We really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you all again on my next live. Have a great night, everybody.